So for this tutorial I'm using medium worsted yarn and 5.5mm crochet hook. So I'm gonna chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. I'm gonna make one incomplete double crochet, join it to the chain 5, chain 1, 2 incomplete double crochet, join together, that's my first cluster V-stitch, and I'm gonna add another cluster V-stitch, which is 2 incomplete double crochet, join together, chain 1, and again 2 incomplete double crochet, join together. That's the cluster V-stitch. And this is, how the first row of the triangle looks like. Now I'm gonna chain 3 and I'm gonna work again in the previous cluster V-stitch. Double cluster V-stitch means 2 cluster V-stitch. So 1, this is 1 cluster V-stitch, and in the same space another cluster V-stitch. So that's how we're gonna increase and make the triangle bigger. The increase is happening only in each beginning of the row. Now in my next V-stitch, cluster V, chain 1 space of the cluster V-stitch, we'll check which is here. Okay, so this one I'm gonna make a single cluster V-stitch. Chain 1 and cluster V-stitch and a double crochet in the space, the chain 3, and again in the chain 1 space of the cluster I'm gonna make 2 cluster V-stitches. So 1 and 2. Now in this row I got 2 more cluster V-stitches. I'm gonna make a single cluster V-stitch in each of them. And this one. And a double crochet in the last chain. So this is what we're gonna do throughout the work, no matter how big is your project. Chain 3, turn, double cluster V-stitch in the first cluster V-stitch. One more. And a single cluster V-stitch in each of the next clusters till the end of the row, and we finish with 1 double crochet in the last stitch. And 1, 2, 3, this is how it looks like after 4 rows. You continue the same till the required length of your project. So this is how the double V-stitch or cluster V-stitch triangle looks like after few rows. I'm gonna go with more rows just to show you how it shapes. Again, double cluster in the first cluster stitch or cluster V-stitch. And one more. And a cluster V-stitch in the next cluster V-stitch. And in the next one until the end of this row. And the last one, this one. And a double crochet in the last stitch. And this is how it looks with more rows. So you continue the same way for as many rows as you want, depending on your project. You make the increase in the first beginning of the row with a double cluster, which is cluster V-stitch twice, and then a single cluster in the next ones, and a double crochet at the end of the row. As simple as that. You'll find the written pattern as well linked in the description box. And if you have any questions, do not hesitate to leave it in the comment section. Until next time, take care, bye bye.